Yes, welcome back to KSL. We have a ZvZ coming up here. We did just wrap up a very exciting TVT light coming out on top. 4GG looking good, but maybe not good enough to get out of this group.
We'll see. We'll see. I think there is some chance there. We'll see what his TVZ is looking like in a little bit. But first we have Zerg vs. Zerg, HyuK going up against Zero.
Yes, this is a ZvZ where I think most people would agree that Zero is probably the player who's supposed to advance, but upsets do happen, and HyuK is certainly not a bad player.
Yeah.
I would love to see Zero versus Light, though, in the winner's match.
That would be a nice match. I would really enjoy to see that as well. And actually, even HyuK versus 4GG can be a very good match.
Sure.
So,
we're getting our mirror matchups out of the way, Artosis.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some TVZ coming up.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
This is the Artosis day today. We got all your favorite matchups.
That's right,
TVZ, TVT, and your favorite most of all, ZvZ, Artosis.
Well, when you're just beating a bunch of non-pros to get into the tournament, you get some Terran players, but as soon as we have the pro tournament start, generally, if Flash is in it, we're going to have a few Artosis days sprinkled throughout, but otherwise, the round of 8 and up is always tasteless days.
Yes. Those are good days, though.
Yes.
It's a good time to be tasteless here. With Protoss is doing so well in KSL, but yes, this is your group. This is your time.
This is my moment.
This is your moment, Artosis.
Yeah.
Live it. Enjoy it. Relish it.
Yes.
So we're going to start this off on the map Eddie here. ZvZ, I mean, if you guys follow any StarCraft 1, you know it. It's a very explosive matchup. Only Lings, only Mutas. Scourge as well, of course. Zero.
Drones.
Yeah, Larva's there as well. You know, they get sometimes counted out, but they're always, you can't stop them from coming.
No.
So, yeah. No, but I mean, this should be a good matchup. Again, I think Zero should come out on top. But I don't know. I've been enjoying modern ZvZ. You know, when the game first came out, pretty quickly people figured out it was Ling Muta, but it's gotten insane how many mind games you can play in this matchup and all the cool tricks and stunts you can try to pull off.
Yeah, yeah. The thing is, it feels like there's not anything way far out there. It's very rare to see anything way far out there, but there are a lot of really cool tactics, you know, like leaving 2 Lings in a certain location. Obviously, there's all sorts of little tricks, and then as you get later into the game, if somehow it gets away from Muta, then the game becomes quite interesting again, I think.
Also, I think the late game ZvZ, although we rarely ever see it, it is actually a fascinating situation where the Muta arms race begins to build up.
Every unit can be used. Isn't that weird?
Well, not Ultras, but almost
No, Ultras can get used in late game ZvZ. Yeah, because
no, they cannot.
Yes, they absolutely can.
How would they be used in late game ZvZ?
You've never seen Ultras in a very late game ZvZ. Every now and then they pop up.
I have never seen Ultras in a late game ZvZ.
So when Defilers start to really dominate, like if the Defilers are actually dominating, you can get Ultras in there because Ultras are the best thing under Dark Swarm. I am not making this up. I am actually not making this up. We have seen Ultras in professional ZvZ.
When have we seen Ultras?
Twice.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
We haven't seen it in
ASL or
KSL
sorry,
games yet.
I'm gonna say
you
no.
You can get to Ultras. It is possible.
Okay.
It is such a rare thing to even get past Mutas. And
I
then
was
there's
gonna
all
say
these other
almost
things.
everything can be used except for Ultras, but
well,
I guess somewhere we've had enough StarCraft games. This is like when people say you put enough monkeys together over time and they bang out Shakespeare or something like that.
That's true.
That's, I think, what that has to be. But I was going to say you get Defilers, you can Plague the Mutas. I wasn't even thinking about Dark Swarm, but
yeah,
I don't even know
basically Defilers will
how would you ever
eventually
be in a
wreck
situation?
everything.
Yeah, Defilers definitely wreck everything. How would you ever be in a situation where you would even have to worry about Dark Swarm on the offense? I mean, the Mutas would just go shoot the Defiler down, right?
Well, not if it has a Dark Swarm over it. And the thing is, once you're plaguing Mutas, they don't do anything anymore, right?
Right.
So I think the way
I want to see this game where there's an Ultra used in a ZvZ.
Yeah,
I want to actually.
It was. I believe we had for a KSL qualifier last year. There were 2 pros playing, and I believe we saw that was the game. I think it was on Overwatch.
Guys, link it to me on Twitter.
But
let's see here, because I just can't imagine Ultras ever being used. But anyways, the late game in ZvZ can be crazy. Again, we don't normally see it, but things get out of hand, you know. The Mutas stack up. We've seen Devourers used sometimes. Queens within Snare to try to snag the Mutas and allow you to take a fight. Plague is absolutely disruptive. when you consider that mutas versus mutas, they have glaives. So you plague something, everything's dying pretty fast.
No. I mean, everything's stacked anyways. The plague gets out of control, seriously. But yeah, imagine, right? If both players are in defilers, what do you think you make to go with the defilers, right?
Sorry, ask that a question one more time.
What do you make to go with defilers?
In ZvZ?
Yes, if you both have defilers, what do you do? Where does it go
If
to?
you're both going defilers.
Yeah. It ends up on Ultra because the Hydras don't do anything because Hydras under Darkstorm against Hydras under Darkstorm, you just go Lings.
Aren't Cracklings better than Ultras?
Hold on, but all you need is like 2 Lurkers and then all the Lings die instantaneously and they can't hit anything.
I guess we're talking about a scenario that is almost like we never get there, so it's all theory craft, and maybe we've had that, but it's so rare to ever get a ZvZ that goes that far that I guess if you're able to tech through the I guess we can call it the Mutalist conundrum, right?
It's like a 0.00001%.
Yeah, and then we end up in this
ZvZ
matchup
ends up like that.
Yeah, and then we end up in the situation where we've broken free from the Muta lock-in.
Yeah.
Then maybe.
Just getting out of Mutas is almost impossible.
But right now I feel like we're talking about what happens when werewolves have to fight zombies, and really like neither of those are actually real, so we're just sort of, throwing ideas around,
But it's an important question. Tasus, we also talk about, the mechanics of the universe and atoms and stuff, and we never really get to see that, do we?
Yeah. Yeah. It's on par. It's about the same. Okay, so as usual here at KSL, we're going to start this off on the map, Eddie. And we're ready to go. Let's get the ZvZ going, guys. HyuK versus Zero. When you bring it up, I can't imagine a situation where they both went defilers. If one player goes defiler, it's either they win or they lose. It's like a rearrangement of that quote from Game of Thrones. Well, in a game of ZvZ with someone going defiler,
you can get there anyways, even if you don't go defiler, because if someone's going defiler, they should be going Ling with it, which means you go Lurker, and then you should back up into defiler because they can switch back into air. Do you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
And then we end up on Ultra. It's really weird. And of course, there's a counter to Ultra as well under Darkstorm, which is Queens with Broodling. But we've never gotten that far. That's never happened. In any games that I've seen, at least. I'm sure someone out there has played a ZvZ where it's gotten to that. But
so we're here in this game. I can most certainly say that we will probably not have an endgame ZvZ here.
No.
We'll probably never see that in our casts
so
together.
Low.
Even if we stay in Korea for 100 more years, there's still a very low chance we ever end up. I'm assuming we cast StarCraft at the same rate we've been casting out here for the past decade.
Yeah, the odds are
still very low.
Yeah, it's so difficult. Because, like, when it gets out of mutas, it's almost always someone screwed up and could have killed his opponent, And the thing is, people realize that, so what will generally happen is when it starts to go out of mutas, the guy that's not going out of mutas will attack, and it will either win or lose the game right there most of the time.
Usually,
you actually got to get 2 people that are like, it has to be like game 5 with 2 Zergs that might not qualify for a tournament.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they both like, I don't want to screw this up.
Oh, dude.
Is this 9-pull speed
This
against
is
Hatch
9-pull
first?
speed against Hatch on 12.
Ooh.
So 9-pull speed is not as popular in ZvZ. It's one of the builds you can see for sure. But this is one of the builds where one can definitely beat the other. And it's, in this case, HyuK is headed northbound with his Overlord, about to spot that Zero's pool is just now starting. So this is...
looking good for HyuK.
Yeah. So with this build, you usually pull drones off of gas, but occasionally you'll see them just keep going for it. So he started Ling speed. He keeps 2 on gas to tech in the lair. The problem is the Zerglings will hatch and start heading north before Zero Zerglings have even started.
Yeah. And then when
keep
speed
in mind,
finishes,
yeah,
it's
you beat
like...
me to it, yeah. Lings with speed, it cannot be emphasized how much stronger they are than Lings without speed. And that includes Ling versus Ling. I remember that was actually when I was a little kid, like in middle school, when my family finally got the internet, so I was able to play. That was the first thing I really learned in multiplayer. I was playing Zerg, and I was playing against a Korean guy. Because I know that now because he was using Korean emojis, but just seeing him get Ling speed, because we both scouted each other, and then seeing his Lings with speed, the same number, just completely destroy mine, I was just shocked. So here comes a drone surround here. Now, by the way, HyuK is handling this perfectly. Oh my god, he actually miscontrolled that for a second. I was going to say he was handling it perfectly.
Well, the drills here are pretty reasonable from Zero. It's going to have a lot of Lings pop out, but oh my gosh, he's lost so many drones now.
Yeah, and now Ling's speed finishes. Now, it can be held here. It has happened where the player with the drones and the slow Lings do hold. He unfortunately miscontrolled that one Ling that's in the main. A lot of times that's the Ling that caused the fraying of the seams here of the defense. Oh, wow, Zero's control is actually quite good, but now these Lings come into the main here. And again, this is a lot of, oh my god.
No,
HyuK is just playing like, yeah, he's playing the perfect game here.
Yeah, and he got the perfect build order too.
Yeah, this was a build order victory, followed up with S-class control.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is Zero upgrading Link speed? Did he even have time to get that? I actually wasn't following.
He's got 4 gas, so yeah, he is. There's no other way to get 4 unless you spend gas.
Oh, good point. Oh, look at you, math guy.
Yeah.
Slow down there, math
also,
book.
You can get to ultras in ZvZ.
Okay, so the counterattack is coming here because the Link speed is finished here for Zero. But you can bottleneck at the ramp here and wait for the Sunken Colony to finish.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's just...
And, I mean, here as Zero, you just have to make Lings non-stop, right? Well, he makes drones, but I feel like there's nothing you can do but try to Ling bust. Because his economy has really been screwed up. His tech is going to be way slow. Look at that, a single Ling comes in. Ruins his day.
So, yeah, I mean, it's not much more that you can really unpack there. Occasionally, it is build order victories here. This is also, in part, not to be too critical of Zero here, but it is a risk when you go for hatch on 12. You're doing a gambit where you're hoping to get an economic lead that can allow you to trail ahead here. But
a gambit?
A gambit, as they would call.
Do you think this evolution chamber can stop all those Lings?
Well, I don't know. Let's find out if it can attack. Oh, it can. So the Lings come into the main now.
Oh, boy. Well, that's it for reals this time. Like, it was already it, but now it's even more it.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is just, even if the drones can try to buy time, they're not mining when they defend.
And mutas are going to fly over. Zero really doesn't want to lose this game, Tasteless.
Zero, more like -1. Am I right? -1, am I right?
-1.
These jokes just write themselves.
Zero, more like his score after map 1.
Yeah!
Got him.
Look at this. He's like, wait a minute, I can turn all these into creep colonies and they won't die, and then my spore finally finishes and I cancel everything.
I feel like if you typed show me the money, he would still lose, you know? You give him infinite money right now and it would not change.
The other guy would type in power overwhelming and beat him. That's the better cheat code.
It is, indeed.
I'm one of you guys. You gamers thought I didn't even know all the cheat codes. Well, I do. All right, Zero. Let's wrap it up here.
I know.
Artosis, go ahead and go heat up the car outside. We're going to be heading out of here pretty soon.
I got to go defrost it.
Yeah, this is...
I'll be back in a minute.
All right. This is...
Man.
This is tough to watch.
So, how about them Cubs?
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching a guy with no arms and legs try to use a ladder here. I mean, this is really hard to watch Zero play this right now. This is like so impossible to win. By the way, in case you guys were thinking, what about busting that Sunken Colony? Drones can cover a Sunken Colony against Lings so well, it's insane.
Yeah, and not just that, he has Mutalisks that can fly back. Watch as he kills him now.
I know.
HyuK GG's. I'm like,
We find
wow,
out that
Jesus.
2 Lings can kill a sunken colony. I'm like, wait, what?
Okay, he'll GG now.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
Artosis. Look at this. He's like, I can.
What
He's
about
like
when he
microing
has
the drones.
no
It turns out
drones?
these mutas can just kill these drones with impunity. It just doesn't matter. There's something funny about when you watch somebody micro something where, in truth, micro doesn't really do anything. Okay, GG.
Yeah. Okay, HyuK
All right,
takes game
HyuK.
number 1.
Yuck.
An 8-minute game that was truly 2 minutes long.
Yes. But how does 2 minutes become 8 minutes? Well, time is all relative, right?
Yes, yes.
Remember in Event Horizon where he was explaining how he connects the 2 dimensions, and he took a piece of paper, a strip, and he's like, so the 2 dimensions are at these different ends of the paper. And then he's like, but what we do is we do this, and he like folds it, and the dimensions touch, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I understand. So you made the entire universe rearrange, now they're connected. Okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you fixed that plot hole in the story.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, by the way.
Different dimensional stuff is actually very interesting. I used to study 4th dimensional stuff a lot. It's fascinating. Hypercubes and stuff.
Can I just repeat what Artosis just said?
Yeah, no, it's
I used to
cool.
study 4th dimensional stuff a lot. It's actually quite interesting.
Yeah, my.
Wow, you're pretty dreamy, man.
No, I'm serious though.
Have you ever thought about having a second TV show where you talk about 4th dimensional stuff? Because I mean, that would be cool.
Dude, people, it's hard to think about, but once
Yeah.
you start to think about it,
Are you saying
lot?
you have to have like a pretty powerful mind, like maybe you have?
you're so ridiculous. I love it. Oh my God.
We're gonna go to Overwatch for map 2. Enter ZvZ, or if you're Australian, ZvZ. All right, welcome to Game 2. We have landed.
Yes.
Game 2 is upon us. We cannot stop it. We can only accept it and let it change us as it may.
All right. HyuK in the top left, 0 in the bottom right. I just want to see HyuK 9 pool speed every game.
Yeah. And I want to see Zero just not adjust and go hatch on 12 and then try really, 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 really hard because he's really good, but there's no hope. Artosis, it's your turn to talk in this cast. I only have so many one-liners. Eventually, you have to do your thing.
Well, Tasis, I wanted to talk to you about the 4th dimension, but I
Yeah.
guess that's only a beautiful mind like mine can
Yeah.
think about such a thing.
I mean, while we were waiting, I could tell you all about Fibonacci numbers there. Fascinating.
You actually, you're like Archer right now, basically.
I'm like Archer.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my God.
this is fun.
It is.
Good to be back in Korea casting.
It's fun to have a matchup that neither of us really play.
Yeah. Yeah, that we don't
So
understand.
it's not one of us like talking down to the other one.
That's true. So we have Zero going for, what was that, pull on 12? And he's going to get gas here?
Yeah, I think he will.
I think he had to get it already, though, if he was going to do it,
this
right?
This is a 9 pull speed, isn't it, for HyuK?
Yeah. You know how I know? There's this thing at the upper right side of the screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
It's a little caster tip there for you guys at home.
Well, this is a good counter build from Zero. So HyuK staying on the Artosis plan of 9 pool speed every game.
Yeah.
But the 12 pool is a good counter. He's going to have his slings out. He's going to be able to hold.
Yeah, but his sling speed's not going to be there.
Not right away, but we're closer to his rallies. And he has drones that can come out to fight.
But how can you kill what will not die, Artosis?
Yeah. To bend the universe.
How do you cut what will not bleed? So while we're watching these lings, I do want to just go back a little bit to the StarCraft. Was it the 20-year anniversary party, the launch of Remastered, where we discovered that Zerglings had hands?
Oh my God!
Remember that moment? We zoomed in and we said, "They've got hands."
That is crazy. Yeah, that is so
hands.
weird.
They're in the air
four
too.
fingers. Yeah,
They have fingers.
I can see them again now that you brought it up. I hadn't thought about it in a long time. Okay, so back up the ramp. Putting the pressure on. Wants to force him to come down. More lings are on the way right now for HyuK. Now as the drones come down, this is where the micro battle begins. So drones can kind of block and mess up AI. They can also shoot over Zerglings.
Yes, they do have a ranged attack, and it's a huge factor here.
Yeah.
By the way, how pissed is Zero right now? It's like the second game. He's like, seriously, man?
Well, he's actually got the good build. I think he's happy to see it. He's like, ha-ha, idiot. I got the build.
Oh, he's taking a lot of damage, though. He said he shouldn't have
Wow.
said idiot right then, because now he's going to lose.
Yeah, look at that.
All right.
HyuK smashing.
In a world where commercial breaks are longer than actual games.
It's very true after this series, it looks like. Damn. Wow. HyuK killing it.
Little trickery. Surround the egg. Oh, no, you don't. I got to stop talking.
Until an Ultralisk pops out and kills all the lings.
Until it hatches and it's a mothership from StarCraft 2. Whoa. GG.
Okay.
Are you guys learning? Are you taking notes?
He's up 2-0.
Can he be stopped? I don't know.
Well, what if HyuK wins the group?
I don't
How
know.
wild would that be?
It'd be crazy. But I think we can all agree that ZvZ is truly the best matchup in StarCraft 1. Okay. Zero it's palatable, the frustration here. The tension. The disappointment.
ZvZ is such a weird matchup, isn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, if you don't have Link Sweep Man, when those Links start to do damage, it's very hard to get the Zerglings in a good position.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And he ran right around and took a great engagement. The drones were all behind the lings of Zero, and everything went wrong. HyuK right now. The thing is, this is so quick for him, he's not even taking off his jacket because he just got to go outside again after this.
Yeah, he's like, why would I take it off when I have to put it right back on
Would you like
again?
me to hang up your jacket, sir? He's like, no, this will take but a minute.
Yeah, he's like, just hold on. Go have a cigarette and come back, and I'll be out of the best
That's like walking
of
to a convenience store to buy a water and taking your jacket off when you go in. Like,
yeah,
who
you're
does
like,
that?
okay, I'm in 7-Eleven. I better take my
Where's your
shoes
coat
off.
rack? Excuse me, sir. Where's your coat rack?
Yeah.
Why would I have a coat rack? You're going to be out of here in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, when we come back, Game 3, don't go away, or else. Welcome back, everybody. So this is what ZvZ is all about.
Generally.
So if you guys have been learning already, slowlings are like this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of scary, but fastlings are like that. Yeah, way quick.
Whoa.
And that is the story of today. These things are actually super cuddly.
Yeah, they're
squishy.
really nice. They're really
very
nice.
satisfying to squeeze.
I brought mine home last night.
Yeah, you give it to your
loved
kids?
it. Oh my God, they claimed it so hard.
I haven't brought mine home yet. But it'll look great with my collection of stuffed animals that I already have, that I have tea parties with in my house.
Tasteless can barely even fit on his bed because
I know.
it's so covered with stuff.
I can't sleep without them, man. I mean, look at this. He's got a little thing here.
Yeah, he's got his little wings.
He's
his
got
little
rabbit
angel
ears.
wings. Rabbit ears.
Usually they're up here,
Yeah.
like that.
It's harder to hear when they're
But,
back there.
Yeah.
What is he hearing? Stuff behind him?
Mostly our good analysis of ZvZ.
It's hard to talk
Yeah.
about him behind his back, huh?
That's right.
Yeah?
Yeah, hey. Am I right or what? Look at this. Actually, there's like hooks in here. There's little metal wires. Look, I could change them. Let me see if I can do a
This
heart.
is how you know what kind of mood he's in.
Oh. Oh. Hold on.
It's amazing.
Is the heart on this side? I think it is.
That's awesome. But look at this. Ready?
Yeah.
Look at this other thing you can do with these. This is how you can tell that this Zergling has been in captivity for too long.
I like killer whales.
This poor Zergling, tasteless.
There's nothing sadder than those killer whales doing the tricks for.
They're smart. Let it free.
You know, it's just inside that one. What do you call it? Where they keep the? I guess a giant pool or whatever.
Aquarium.
Just like, but it's just like going. Ah, get me out!
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be in the ocean. So, anyways, it's been about Lings today. It's been all about the Lings. Will it stop? Will we have another rush? With Ling speed, where Zero, for all of his great ability, is just unable to stop it.
Dude, I thought 12 pool was supposed to counter 9 pool. What's the deal with that? Does 9 pool counter everything now?
Maybe it's the best build. We finally solved it.
Yeah.
We're going to go into our match now. This is game 3 right now. HyuK is up with a 2-0 lead. And
tell me more.
Look at this. Zero looks like he's just been yelled at by his mom. Like, that's the kind of look he's got, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's in trouble with his mom right now.
Well, he's one of these
having
players
a bad
that
day.
He's super strong, but hasn't shown it quite yet, kind of like Soma.
Yeah.
See if he can bring it back.
If I'm HyuK, I just keep 9 pooling.
9 pool speed all day. Then you do it against Light 3 times and get 3-0'd, and you're like, all right.
Normally you'll see these cartoons where one guy's got an angel over his shoulder and the other one a devil. This is just 2 devils. One saying 9 pool, the other is saying 4 pool. Okay?
4 pool.
That's what we've got here.
God. That would be amazing. All right, Neo Sylphid. Let's do it.
All right, guys, we're ready for game 3. Okay, so we've got HyuK here at the very top, and in the bottom right is Zero.
Okay, Zero scouting in the right direction with his Overlord. HyuK in the wrong direction with his Overlord. Is this going to go to game 5?
Never mind game 4, we're already. Yeah.
Well, that's the big question when I see the Overlords heading these directions. Yeah. I just got to know, Tasteless.
Yeah.
Are we going to see an Ultralisk in
I'm looking at my watch right now. I mean, I got to get home eventually here.
Jeez Louise.
So, yeah, I want to see if are we going to have another 9 pool here from HyuK. HyuK knows what he's done.
Better.
He knows what he's done.
We better. All right, let's see it. When it hits 100 minerals, does he make an Overlord?
Wait for it.
Whoa. Oh, he does. What a coward.
Yeah.
Unless he cancels that Overlord.
Look at him. He's like, I'm going to try different stuff.
Yeah,
whatever.
Watch. All right.
But look at Zero. Zero's like, if I 9 pool, I can't also be 9 pooled. Oh, the gas first build.
So is this going to be like overpool? I actually don't.
I don't think you.
I don't know
overpool.
ZvZ.
I don't know ZvZ that well.
I don't think you overpool. I think it's like
no,
overpool, but the gas is pretty quick.
Yeah, no, you get the quicker gas, so you can actually bank up.
Gas overpool.
Whoa, I see what you did there. You put over in front of both of them, and now it's a thing.
Yeah, because it's Overlord first.
Yeah.
At least it's not just a set of numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Number builds.
So, I actually think this is, again, actually better for HyuK here, because if you both go gas and pool, but the other guy goes gas and pool a little bit later, the person who got it later has an extra drone.
How do you explain that last game, then?
Control.
So you're saying that StarCraft isn't one-dimensional?
No.
Okay.
It's 4-dimensional. Which you should know all about, Artosis, because you like to study that. You deep, deep, deep guy.
I feel like you should be giving me a noogie right now.
So we've got...
You know what you are?
What?
You're all the cast of Friends except for Ross, and I'm Ross. That's what this whole thing is. You're like, it's cool to be dumb. I'm like, yeah, I guess it's pretty cool. I want to have
the
friends.
cast of Friends is really dumb. That is probably the dumbest show.
It's one of.
Imagine meeting your dream girl, but then you find out she likes Friends, and you know you have to break up right away.
Uh-oh.
Imagine she finds Friends funny. Imagine meeting somebody who finds Friends really funny.
No one finds it funny, even the people that like it. No one actually laughs.
Ugh.
You don't have to, though, because it has the laugh track for you.
I know. That's how I know which parts I need to laugh at, is that I have a studio audience. There's a guy with a synth hitting buttons, making laughter. Have you ever seen those clips where they have Friends playing, but there's no laughter? And you feel like you might be on drugs. You're not sure. You're like, I feel really weird. I feel very much so not okay.
Yeah. By the way, there's 2 lings out on the map for HyuK.
Mm-hmm.
Does he bring him up for the flank? I think he does.
The position we have here is that Zero has a contain, but not for long. Oh, what? Okay.
Oh, wrecked.
Yeah. Okay, he's broken out.
Okay, Zero has to get his Zerglings together.
So we're in a situation where they're both one hatching and Aspire. And this is actually one of the funner ZvZs to cast, is when they're both one hatching, because everything matters. Every ling, every drone, every muta, every overlord. Someone slips up somewhere, and a lot of times it snowballs.
Making the Congo line of Zerglings at his choke there once again. Zero sending more Zerglings up. Feeling pretty good about HyuK right now. Spire's going to be popping shortly.
Yeah, so he saved up 3 larvae. There is a whole art to the larva balance here, because it's not just that you have a limited income. You can only make so many units on one hatch, right? And so you really need to know exactly what you're doing. Now, HyuK is going to try to slip out and plant a hatchery here, but, well, I thought he was, but now the drone's hiding.
He will.
Yeah, he's not just going to hide a drone for no reason.
Yeah, give him time.
He's like, just to make it a little bit more interesting, he's like, I bet he'll never find this either. Even if I lose, this is a moral victory.
Okay, Mutalisk time. Both expanding. 3 Mutalisks on both sides.
Yep. Now, keep in mind, nobody has the income. No one has the funds for a Spore. And so they're actually both going to lose all their drones in a second here. But HyuK's going to go for... he was going to go back and shoot drones when these links came up, and now we're going to have the actual engagement here. Oh, even getting that first hit's pretty big.
They both have their 4th muta right now. They both have their 4th
big.
muta right now.
Yeah. We finally synced up. All right. Now we can go power a Jaeger here. Let's go fight Kaiju Zartosis. Our minds have actually merged. So, he's actually hitting this hatch. I don't know that he's going to be able to take this here.
Oh, man, but he slips lings in. This is looking good for Zero. He's got his Scourge there as well.
Okay, winning that ground fight is huge, but I think the mutas are softened up enough. Oh, he gets one in there. Did he get any kills?
I'm
not sure.
I think he got a drone. I thought I heard a drone die.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. I was just thinking,
guys,
what a happy sound it is to hear drones and probes die. It's like, you know how you, like, something good happens in, like, a company or something, like, ring a bell. Like, whoa, like, Sally sold, like, lots of this stock today. If I had a company, it would be like the sound, be the sound of a bunch of, sound of a bunch of probes dying is actually my happy sound. I have an announcement. A bunch of probes die.
Our stocks are going through the roof.
Like, isn't that the sound of death? I'm like, no, it's the sound of life.
Robot death. Okay, tricky situation here for HyuK. He's finally trying to venture out on the map, but, you know, a quick counterattack here with mutas could kill all of his workers.
Yeah.
You can get into a situation where you both kill each other's drones, and it becomes this duel in the middle of the map.
11 mutas? It's a lot of mutas.
That's my favorite number.
It's a mutas dozen.
He's starting to pick a fight. He takes out the first Overlord. I think HyuK might take this Artosis.
Yeah.
Oh, my
How many
God.
mutas is that? That's 9 mutas.
That's 9.
So if we're killing... Wait,
why is he going back?
What?
just I don't understand the decision making here by HyuK. I think you want to actually kill all the drones.
Well, what he wants to do is let Zero still have some drones. Now, I think what it is he knows he has more mutas, so all he has to do is get on top of these mutas and the game ends.
Oh, what if he snipes the Scourge?
See? Look at
Friendo.
this. He's up 2 mutas, so it's like doesn't even, none of this matters.
He can moving shot this down very nicely. And wait a minute. Wait, how many mutas is that? Thank you.
It's like 8 against 4.
It's 8 against 4.
8 against 1, I don't know.
Oh.
4-1, it's all the same.
Yeah, man. Math is colors, am I right? So he attacks GG.
In the 4th dimension, all the numbers are the same anyways.
It's just fascinating, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That was my favorite series I've ever casted. You know what?
HyuK 3-0.
Yeah.
To the winners match.
We may all be temporary, but at least we got to experience that ZvZ.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that last game was pretty cool. So yeah, basically he got that lead, and again, Zero looking like he's in trouble with his mom. He's going to go down to the losers match and have to face off against 4GG. I think he can win there. What does HyuK do? Does he 9-pull light and just win and then take all of KSL? Is that it? Did we solve StarCraft?
Yeah, I'm thinking no. But that's cool. Mixes it up a little bit for today. Now, I know you've been enjoying KSL and you've been staying true to the stream. Don't worry. We're going to be back with our next match in 1 hour and 15 minutes.
That's right. So if you would like to, I don't know, watch a short movie,
yeah,
now's your chance.
Catch up on whatever TV show that you've been watching.
You could probably watch 2 episodes of
Friends.
Friends, yeah.
Or Lucifer.
Yes. Or you could get 2 monitors and play them both at the same time with the volume maxed out on both and feel like you're crazy.
Yeah.
Friends is a terrible show. That is truly the McDonald's of
I don't hate it.
entertainment.
I don't hate it.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
Okay, I have beef with it.
But have you seen all the episodes?
I've seen enough.
How many?
I dated a girl in college whose best friend liked Friends,
Yeah.
and occasionally I have to go over there and they'd be watching it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't alpha dog enough to be like, we need to turn this off right now. And like watch the Ali G show or something good at that time.
Yeah.
So I would consider myself an expert on how bad that is. Is that how you say that? An authority?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. That show
But
sucks.
who's your favorite out of all the characters?
Well, I feel more like I'm Phoebe, but you know.
Yeah, I know you totally.
Yeah.
You try to project being a Joey, but you are a Phoebe for sure.
Did you see that essay that some guy wrote online about how there's like one smart guy that's actually like a character who's supposed to be smart and everybody's mean to him?
Yeah, that's
In
what
Friends.
I made the joke about how I'm Ross and you're everybody else.
Yeah. And it just shows how dumb that show actually is.
No, that was really
Excuse me.
well written. I really liked that article. It's very
Yeah.
funny.
Very true.
So,
So,
ZvZ.
what do you want to know?
I think I already know everything I need to know.
We still got to fill a little bit longer here. They're going to do the interview, and we're not. I'm going to keep asking you the hard questions.
Yeah?
What's a show as bad as Friends?
There's some pretty bad shows out there.
I guess anything that's on cable that has laugh tracks.
Yeah,
We
I
need
don't
laugh
like, I
tracks.
don't like many sitcom-y type shows.
I want to have a show where when it starts up, I go, oh, it's a TVT. I sure am excited. And then we go, that studio laughter comes on. And you go, but Tazos, I love TVT. And the laughter gets even harder.
You know what's a great show, though?
Because this show that we're doing would be not funny. Yep.
Do you know what a great show is?
What?
Cops.
Cops.
Did
is
you
a
used
good
to watch
show.
Cops?
Yeah, I watched a lot of Cops.
Cops was great.
Cops was good.
Apparently, it's still on.
Those people always hid the drugs in the ceiling boards. Okay.
Yeah.
They always got caught. They always thought they wouldn't find it there, but that's where they hid it. Seinfeld was good though. Seinfeld's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's hard for those things to hold up to the test of time, but
Well, especially with the shoes that Jerry wears. Oh, my God.
what shoes did he wear?
They've almost rotated back into fashion at this point, the way he dresses.
Yeah, it's weird to see how people dress back then.
Yeah,
But
it's weird.
it's so weird because people, the way they dress now, people think, oh, we figured it out, but
Definitely
we
not.
keep changing.
Everyone buying pants that have holes in them. I'm like, okay.
That's what I do. Look at our toes. He's like, but you can just wear pants for a long time until they fall apart and the holes come naturally.
That's true. I did that.
Yes, our toes.
And then I threw them out. And
That's
bought
why
new
I buy my
pants.
fresh jeans and I just rub my knees into the concrete until I get the holes there. because I've outsmarted H&M this time around. Seinfeld's coming back to Netflix, Artosis.
Is that right?
It is.
New episodes?
No.
Oh.
Those guys make so much money now. Jerry
Listen,
Seinfeld doesn't have to do anything.
I'm sorry that I don't check NetflixNews.com like you. You talk. The reason why you know which shows are good and bad tasteless.
It's the first thing I check in the
coming right
morning.
through.
My real dream job was to review TV shows. There's a job that doesn't need to exist at all anymore. Everybody's a TV show expert.
Everyone's an expert on everything if you read Twitter.
Yeah, everybody who's watching this right now is a StarCraft expert, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So coming up, guys, we're going to have a TVZ and then another TVZ.
Yeah, that's going to be
We do
excellent.
winners match first or losers
No,
match?
Losers match first.
Okay, we
so
kill one of them
4GG
first.
versus 0, which will be interesting.
I'm feeling bad for Zero here. He is not getting to play the games he wanted to play.
ZvZ
It's normal
can be tough.
It's normal to have one game in a best-of-5 ZvZ where somebody loses pretty fast, but to have that many games go that quickly,
Well, we knew that was going to be a quick
that
match.
sucks. Yeah.
But I guess that's how it happens sometimes. ZvZ is such a volatile matchup. It actually kind of like messes with Zerg players a little bit
It does.
because you can't just be completely robust in it. Closest we ever got to that was Jaedong for a period of time.
Yeah, he was at, what, 91%
He was at
win
a
rate?
huge
I believe.
percentage. A huge
The highest we've
percentage.
ever had, right?
By far in ZvZ, by far.
And then Rain's gotten close in PvP.
Reigns PvP is the best we've ever had in any match.
We're going to take a break. We'll see you guys in over an hour.